Hello, everyone. Welcome again to another Thrive Thursday. I am here with Jen Fredericks, who is on top, actually, in my screen, but then author Lori Kuhn of this week's article, How Well Do You Know You? We're going to have to talk a little slow for me today, too, there, Lori. So, tell us about it. What do you hope people get out of this? First, I guess, how did it come up? And go from there.
Well, how it came up is I hear a lot about the next best thing. And I'm one of those who I look into it because I think it's cool. So I kind of follow the next best thing. But it gets overwhelming at times. Like, eat more quinoa, eat more kale, do this, do that. And I'm like, I could spend my whole day doing the things I should be doing or eating the things I should be eating. And it becomes overwhelming. And so the premise of it is just so that you know yourself so well that you know what's right for you. You know the quantities that are right for you. And I think I wrote in the article, the next gimmick. Well, some gimmicks are good. Like I started eating kale and quinoa and I feel really good. But yet I know Rachel in our office would eat it and it made her sick. It like upset her stomach. So I'm like, well, okay. And then what's fascinating is they call this a superfood and you should always eat your superfoods, but yet this superfood's making someone sick. So is it really a superfood if I get sick when I eat it? And so just giving people a different perspective on really looking at what's out there and what's right for them.
I super love that. And it reminds me of actually a testimonial that we received from a client who said once that a lot of times when she was looking at personal development or personal growth books, she came out of, books or courses or whatever with this to-do list that just made her feel not good enough instead of actually empowering her and helping her. And so a lot of what I'm hearing in what you say, Lori, is that aspect of discernment that we at Thrive find very important when we're sharing concepts or we're sharing the next best thing or we're sharing how to know yourself so well. So being able to then take all of the concepts and ideas that are coming at us and discerning whether or not it works well for us, we know to be true, really serves us. And it was very cool then to get the feedback as well from this client that that's what she valued in her time that she spent with us.
Mm-hmm.
So, Lori, if you can clarify just a little bit more and maybe go into a story about one of the questions that I feel like might come up. Jen, you touched on a little bit with discernment, but how, I don't have time to do, all this research. What should I eat? How many, what degrees should my shower be at? What, how much I should be meditating or whatever it happens to be. I don't have the time to do all the research. So how should I go about ingesting all of this, the things you talk about in your article, like all these next coolest things?
Yeah. Well, it is the discernment piece. And it's also because if you pose that question, you're going to get a million people telling you a million different things. And so it's always what's right for me. And so an example I use is the one with the dentist. I should get a mouth guard, get a mouth guard, get a mouth guard. I'm like, I don't want a mouth guard. I know I won't use it. So I'll spend the money. It'll sit on my nightstand. And then I'll think, I just spent a lot of money on that. I should really be wearing the mouth guard. Now I have this mouth guard that not only did I not want it, but now it's making me feel bad. It's like taunting me, use me. And so why would I put myself in that situation? It's kind of like I used this analogy the other day. I was going into work and I always take the elevator when I go to work. And I'm like, thinking of walking 3 flights of stairs to get to the office would make me angry. So why do I want to start my day out angry every day when I can just take the elevator and be happy? Because people are always going, take the stairs, take the stairs. Well, the stairs make me angry. So why am I going to take the stairs? So when I say know yourself, I know that about me. So I only take stairs if somebody else is coming along that's going up to the office and I want to chat with them, because then I'll be happy. Now I'm chatting and going up the stairs. So I have a different perspective on it then. So you got to try it on and decide what's right for you and what fits into your lifestyle.
What's really speaking to me in this, Shane, is your shirt. Right?
I agree.
Perfect that you wore that today. That
live it.
one of the Thrive human development principles is, to live it. Like, take these things on, explore them, discern whether or not you think you want to try it, and then go out and live it in the world. And if it's helping you, if it's making you feel great, if the quinoa is making you feel great, then keep doing it until it doesn't anymore. And then, you know what? Then you have the choice to change your decision in your thoughts on quinoa. And that's just fine too. Or your mouth guard. Maybe you want to live it. Maybe not.
Yeah. It's interesting because I always compile this list just because I think it's funny of all the things people tell you should do every day. And literally from the time you get up until the time you go to bed, you just be doing all those things. Whether it's flossing, wearing your face mask, brushing your teeth, doing your hair, you know, hygiene, whatever it is. If you tack on every little thing, taking the stairs, if you add all those things throughout your day, you're just doing those things all day. Well, I like to do other things than just a long to-do list. And so is it relevant for me? So when someone tells me, oh, you should really do this every day, I'm like, first of all, will I do it every day? Is there some motivating factor that would inspire me to do it every day? Is it benefiting me in some way? Will I feel better if I do it? I take all those things into consideration before it's just someone told me, even if it's the doctor just told me to do this, so I'm going to do it. I even run that through my discernment filter. Well, okay, but is that really where I'm trying to get? Will it fit into my day? Do I want to do that? And then I make my decision. I don't just say, oh, well, he told me to do it, so I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I love that piece of desire that's being folded into your questioning as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's awesome. I enjoy how this certainly be, I feel like for me it applies in my relationships and the way I carry myself at work and, when I'm exercising. It doesn't matter what part of my day it is. I can be exercising the discernment you're talking about no matter when that is. Yeah. Awesome. Mm-hmm. Well, great. Ladies, do you have any final thoughts?
No, my only final thought is I just that check-in with yourself and just really knowing if something is right for you and taking the time to figure out what's right for you before jumping into it.
Awesome. I love that. And then I'd also tack on taking personal responsibility for that for yourself, and also knowing that you can share your thoughts and ideas of what people should do with them, but then letting go of that and knowing that they also need to work those thoughts through their discernment filter as well. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, because I like to share my opinion too. I mean, you have an opinion, people are like, well, should I do this? Yeah, go ahead, try it. Yeah. But, you want to share your opinion, especially if it's something that has worked for you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Absolutely. And so I like what you said, just taking that attachment of them having to do it just because you mention it.
And if you experience it, now you have a more educated opinion in the whatever you're talking about. So yeah, for sure. Try it out.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Well, thank you very much, ladies. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Feel free if you feel that now's the right time to check in with us and what we're doing here at Thrive. We'd love to hear from you. Love to hear what you're discerning and how, and some of the things maybe you've shifted in your life with that discernment. So, like it, share it, comment, whatever, if you feel like it. And check us out at thrivehdc.com. But until next time, everybody, bye-bye.
Bye.